One evening, as the last orange light sank behind thick wood, Ethan felt his chest thumping like a drum. His dad, a man drowned in rage and liquor, had been snapping at him quietly ever since the journey began. Their worn-out vehicle raced over a rough dirt track, making Ethan jolt in the seat as if he might lift off the cushion. He tried to beg his father to slow down, but every shaky request only fueled the man's temper. Then, without warning, as the car swung around a bend, his father slammed the brakes and pulled on the roadside. His eyes burned with fury. He yanked the door open and barked at Ethan to get out. Before Ethan could even process what was happening, he was shoved out of the car. The door slammed, the engine roared, and his father sped away, vanishing into the growing darkness. Ethan collapsed onto the freezing ground, dizzy and aching. The bruises on his skin began to throb, swelling as the cold air hit. In that deep silence, he felt truly abandoned. There was nobody nearby, no houses, no headlights, no voices. He stared at the shrinking red glow of the car's taillights until they disappeared completely. Then he lowered his head, wondering if he would even make it through the night. Fear crawled into his thoughts like a litter. A sharp wind pushed through the trees, and the strange sounds of the forest made his pulse jump. He knew that if he stayed still too long, some wild creature might find him first. Slowly, he forced himself up. His body felt heavy, sore, and weak. He had no idea where he was, and no clue which direction could lead safe. He began walking, limping along the edge of the road, hoping to see something familiar. And a sound, low and unusual, made him freeze. He sensed something powerful nearby, something watching. Turning around, he saw a massive shadow moving toward him. It was a bear. Ethan's breath caught. He expected it to charge, to roar, to attack like the terrifying animals he had seen in movies. But it didn't. Instead, the bear stepped forward slowly, carefully, as if studying. A strange calm spread inside Ethan's chest. This bear wasn't acting like a predator. It didn't show its teeth. It didn't growl. Its eyes looked almost gentle, not wild with hunger. Ethan stood completely still, too shocked to move. He had heard stories about bears, and none of them ended well. Yet this moment felt different. After a few long seconds, the bear lowered its head and lifted one enormous paw, extending it toward Ethan in a careful, almost protective way, like it was offering help. Ethan's mind screamed that it was dangerous, but his instincts whispered that he had no other choice. Trembling, he stepped closer. Then, with slow caution, he climbed onto the bear's back, gripping its thick fur tight. His hands shook, but the bear remained steady. The bear rose smoothly and began walking into the forest. Ethan's thoughts spun with confusion. He was terrified, yet strangely safe. The bear moved with purpose, as if guiding him away from danger. Ethan could feel the warmth of its body through the fur, and that warmth brought him an unexpected sense of comfort. The trees closed around them, and the night noises seemed farther away. Hours passed. The sky gradually turned lighter. When the first pale morning glow slipped between the branches, the bear finally stopped. Ethan's eyelids grew heavy. Exhaustion swallowed him. He leaned against the bear's back and drifted into sleep, cradled by the giant creature that had chosen not to harm him. When he opened his eyes again, he was lying in a quiet clearing. Sunlight poured through the leaves, creating bright, sparkling lines across the ground. Ethan blinked, barely believing he was alive. His clothes were dirty, his skin bruised, but he was breathing. Suddenly, two people appeared nearby, a man and a woman walking through the woods. They spotted Ethan and rushed over, their faces filled with alarm. The bear, as if understanding that human help was needed now, stepped backward slowly. It didn't panic. It simply retreated into the trees and disappeared without a sound. Ethan watched it go, his throat tight. The couple knelt beside him, speaking gently. Their kindness felt unreal. They called emergency services immediately, and within minutes, help arrived. At the hospital, the doctors were stunned. Ethan's injuries were serious, but what shocked them more were the marks that suggested long-term mistreatment. Ethan had lost his caring mother, and the one person who should have protected him had instead caused the pain. Yet in the end, the creature people fear most had been the one to save. The couple, Daniel and Claire, later welcomed Ethan into their home and eventually adopted him. For the first time, he lived in a place filled with warmth, safety, and real love. Ethan never forgot the bear that carried him through the darkest hours of life. He learned that rescue can come from the most unexpected place. Dear friend, thank you for listening to this story. Please like and subscribe to support the channel.